I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Young and the Restless edition. Today is Friday, yay, September the 2nd, 2022. All right, let's get right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7. I'm sorry, it was just a 7 to me. All right, so we see that Victor and Nikki are speaking, and she's telling him everything about Talia and, her research over Diane and everything that's been going on with Diane and how Talia is doing this article and she's gonna publish it all out and hopefully it makes Diane leave town. But Victor does say, and he was like, I don't know. He said, but just be careful because you don't want to hurt Summer and Kyle. And she was like, excuse me, she was like, of course we don't want to hurt them. I just don't think this is going to work out how Nikki and Phyllis are thinking. So then we go to Adam, Nick, Sharon, and Faith, and it's a celebratory day because Faith is going to college. And so they let Adam know, and he's happy for her. And they all tell him thank you because if he had not have given her his kidney, she wouldn't be like none of this would be possible. And so then Sharon talks to Adam, and they talk about, him going to work at Jabot, and he says, no, it's nothing. It's not me getting back at my dad. It's just me moving on. Like, he was like, Jack is supportive of me. Jack, he sees the good in me and he's not going to try to use me and everything. So Adam is ready to move on. And so, that's where we are on that. And so then while they're talking about that, they speak about Sally. And she says, Sally talked to me. And he was like, what do y'all do these little talks all the time? And she said, what does it matter if you don't care about her? And at that time, Sally walks in. So then Adam goes to Sally and he says, can I speak to you? And she was like, I'm busy, but sure. And so he tells her about Jabot. And then he tells her about him, being just sorry and how he talked to Chloe. And she was like, oh my gosh. And I'm not holding you long today because it wasn't that much of an episode, but there were just parts that were interesting. But anyways, so once she talks to him and everything about Jabot, he says, well, what about, I just want you to know I'm sorry for the way I hurt you, and I didn't mean to do you that way. I was just stuck on revenge, and I should have realized that you would have been the person to help me get out of that, or you wouldn't have judged me or anything like that. And Sally is pretty much saying that she's done at this point. I don't know what Adam is playing on or what he's trying to do. He seems sincere in saying he wants to move on and everything, but he's glad she's doing a great job at Newman. And and he's glad that she has Nick really helping her out. She says she hasn't worked with Victoria that much, but Nick has really been helping her out. So Nick and Sharon speak, and he's like, what is that all about? And she was like, no, it was just Adam. And so then she gets a message that says Victor wants to meet him at the ranch, and she was like, is everything okay? He was like, with my dad, it's always drama or something. And so then we see that Tessa and Mariah come in, and they look bummed, and Sharon is like, what's going on? And they say that they're bummed out because they were denied. They're the person that's supposed to advocate for them, as far as yes, you will be able to adopt, and their lawyer is telling them you don't have a good chance, y'all, because of your criminal records. It's not looking good. So they're bummed out about that, and Sharon just tells them, you guys are going to be wonderful moms, and she gives them all the reasons why they'll be wonderful moms and everything. And so that she's just like, just focused on that and not anything else. And they're like, okay. And then we see Summer and Phyllis are speaking, and Summer is pretty much just like, she still does not trust Phyllis, and this Talia just writing about Ashlyn. And Phyllis is like, I don't have anything to do with what's going on. I don't have anything to do with it. She was like, it's not easy being nice to Diane, but I'm cordial. I haven't done anything wrong. I've been on my best behavior, and Diane's going to crash and burn on her own. And I'm like, Phyllis can't, even when she's not gloating, she can't help but to drop hint, like little hints about something's coming, and I'm like, Phyllis, oh my gosh, like it does become draining to always watch her do this. Like it's almost like she self-sabotages. It does become draining. And so then Jack and Kyle speak, and he's disappointed that Jack is letting Adam become the co-CEO and everything, but he says, I'm gonna be keeping on watch on Adam, and he says I would expect nothing less. And then Kyle tells Jack that he wants to have a wedding for Summer because they got married in Milan, and now they can get married in front of everyone. And he's like, okay, sounds like a good idea. So then we go to Jack, Diane, and Kyle, because she hears them when Jack says, I'm so happy and I'll help you in any way, because they want to have it at the Abbott household. And I was like, oh, that'd be nice, a wedding at the Abbott home. But anyways, Diane was like, what's going on? And Jack tells Kyle, she's all yours. And Diane looks like, what? And so then Kyle tells Diane what's going on, and she's super excited, tells him, anytime, anything that I can help do, let me know. And that's when Phyllis and Summer come up on them when they're saying this, and they were like, what's going on? And they said, oh, Mom is just still so happy about, how everything is turning out. And Diane says, Phyllis, a nice dress. And Phyllis says, thank you, it's Marchetti. And I don't know, Diane always looks like, ugh. And I'm just like, you said nice dress. She said thank you, it's Marchetti. I don't understand the look, but it is what it is. So then Kyle and Summer talk, and she asks him like what was really going on, and he says, nothing. Because the wedding is a surprise. He said nothing. She's really just grateful for everything that's happening. And Summer says, I hope it all stays, peaceful the way it is, whatever. And that's it with them. And so then Diane and Phyllis and Diane are talking, making little jabs at each other, pretending to be nasty nice. And Diane is just like, everything is all good, and she says somewhere, and I can't remember, but Phyllis says, it's funny that you would think that, considering you're the talk of the town, or you will be. She was like, what are you talking about? And she says, Talia Morgan's story. And Talia has written the first piece of her story about Diane, because Diane reads it, because Diane was like, at first she was like, I don't even care about that, whatever, it's whatever she wants to write. And then I guess after reading the article, when Phyllis comes back through, she said, and that's just the first of a series of articles. I said, oh, okay, so y'all doing what Michael and Willow did to Nina. That's what we're doing here. And so then Diane, Phyllis tells Diane, I knew you were gonna be worried. I don't know if I like this. Because I'm not the biggest fan of Diane, but she hasn't done, like, besides making little remarks and everything, she hasn't done anything. She makes her little remarks. Y'all make y'all little remarks back. If you don't like her, just stay away from her. But I don't know if going after her this way will do anything. And then Tracy sends Jack a text, and he sees the article, and he has disappointment all over his face. And I said, Phyllis, if anything, you probably just ruined your chances even more with Jack. You didn't have any. But I mean, I don't know. So then we see that Nick goes out to the ranch to speak to Victor, and cutting to the chase, Victor just wants him to fire Sally. He said, she should have been able to bring Adam in, and Nick says, when Adam makes up his mind, you can't bring him in. Like, she was never going to be able to get Adam to come back. You can't even get him to come back. And that's something he had talked about with Nikki earlier about Adam. And she's just like, honey, you got to let Adam come when he wants to come or whatever. But Victor is so used to manipulating his children. Like, you can't force Adam to do. Like, if you really wanted Adam to be, you should have made him co-CEO with Victoria. You know what I mean? And then, he could have done that, and Nick could have been his COO, and Nikki could have stayed victorious, just like they're doing over there at Chancellor Winters. But you didn't. You wanted to give him something that he said, I don't want anymore. You can't keep giving me the big chair, then kicking me out of it, and I feel like I'm being used and everything. You can't force this man to have a relationship with you, Victor. You cannot. And so he's telling Adam, I think we should fire. I want you to fire Sally, and not Adam. He's telling Nick, and Nick is just like, no, because one, Nick likes Sally, and she hasn't done anything to be fired for. But anyways, that was the Young and the Restless today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It is the weekend. It's raining here in Texas, but at other parts, if it's not raining, go out and enjoy yourselves. Be safe, be blessed, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.